My dear students, so this is the problem. Today we are going to discuss on how to solve this problem. Determine the axial or design axial load capacity of the column. This is the member, that is the ISHB 300. If the length of the column is 3 meters and the condition for the column is both ends are pinned or hinged, whatever it may be. Okay. Now we will start the solution. Okay, for rolled steel section, what is the Fy is a 250 Newton per mm square and Fu is a 410 Newton per mm square and Young's modulus is 2 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton per mm square. Okay. So the condition they given is for both ends fixed. Sorry, both ends are pinned columns. So at that time, what happens? KL equal to L. Then we will take directly 3 meters. Okay, this is the given data they given in the problem, and normally we will take this one for the rolled sections. But anyway, now the given a section is ISHB 300. So all of you check this one, Indian Standard Heavy Beam. ISHB means Indian Standard Heavy Beam. So now open the steel tables. I will check that. In that we have ISA, ISMB, ISLC, channel section, ISWB, like that, ISHB. Like we have different types of the sections are there. From that we have to choose the ISHB section 300 at the rate 577 Newton per meter. Now I will open now I will open the steel tables. Okay, the steel tables only that is available. So all of you open the steel table. In the page number 15, go to the page number 15. So it is showing, it is a rolled steel beams, the dimensions and the properties. Here if you observe, this is the designation, weight per meter, sectional area, depth of the section, width of the flange, thickness of the flange, thickness of the web, moment of inertia, radius of gyration. And next page, modulus of section, radius at the root, radius at the top, slope at the flange, connection details, maximum size. So if you observe here in this page in 14 and 15, you see ISMB 550, ISWB, ISHB also is there. You see here ISHB 300. So go to here ISHB 300. What is this? They given weight per meter in the newtons. The value is 576.8 is there. In our problem, they given 577 Newton per meter. Now we have to calculate the H is 300. We know. Again, what is the BF? You see here, the width of the flange we have to take as well as thickness of the flange, BF and also TF. So here, how much they given? BF is 250, TF is 10.6. The area here you will see the area is 74.884 or 84, whatever it may be. It is in centimeter square. If you convert into the meters, you will take 74.85. So now I will write these details here for your better understanding. Wait for 1 second. Yeah, from the steel tables, I am writing the ISHB 300 at the rate of weight is 577 Newton per meter. For this case, H is 300, BF is the width of the flange. From the table we got it, that is a 250 mm. TF, that is a 10.6 mm. AE or sectional area, we got 7484 mm square. Okay, this is the data we taken. Okay, now we have to do, there is a condition H by BF and TF. So H is a 300, BF is nothing but 250. So you will get answer 1.2 and TF is less than 40 mm. So TF we have 10.6. Now for this condition, according to the table 10 in the IS 800, all of you open table 10 in IS 800 code book. Okay, it is here. I will open that. Please wait for a while. Yeah. My dear students, now from the data, whatever we are taken from the steel table, the next step is we have to calculate the H by BF. Here you will observe here and also TF. So from the table number 7, that is the table number 10, that is the buckling class of cross section. I told you already the buckling class are available A, B, C, D like that. We have 4 types of the buckling class are there. In this, we have to choose the cross section. Now we are taking the rolled eye section cross section. Same like that, there are welded eye sections are there, hollow sections are there, welded box sections are there, channel sections are there, built up sections are there. For suppose whenever you will take built up member, directly we'll choose the class is C. If it is channel or angular T or solid section, you will take directly the buckling class is C. But thing is that we choose a rolled eye section. So here in this condition, so how we will take the buckling class? Okay. For suppose you see the H by BF value is under here. You see H by BF value is ZZ, that is the class C. Okay. So please, my dear students, the failure, the buckling class B is nothing but about the ZZ axis. Why? Because it is H by BF in equal less than or equal to 1.2, and also class C, it is a T less than or equal to 40 or it is less than or equal to 100 mm, whatever it may be. We will take about the YY axis here. Okay. From this, now from the table, what about the radius of gyration? You see, the radius of gyration, it is about 5.41 centimeter. See here you have to take RXX, RYY is there. RYY is the R minimum value. That's why the ISHB value is 5.41. My dear students, if this page is not visible properly, I shared already two steel tables. Open another one. Okay. Now I will write here. Yeah. So I will write here R minimum equal to RYY, that is 54.1 mm. Now thing is that we have to calculate the design axial load. For that case, first you have to calculate the FCD, then PD. Okay. What is the FCD and PD? Yesterday class we discussed already. Now I will open IS 800 code book. So all the formulas are available in page number 34. My dear students, please look into this one. We have to calculate the PD value is nothing but the design compressive strength. You will observe here the formula is available in 7.1.2. That is the design compressive strength PD of a member. That is where PD equal to AE in AC into FCD. What is the AE? AE or AC, whatever it may be. AE is the effective sectional area. Okay, and FCD is the design compressive stress. Again, for design compressive stress, we have a formula like this. That is Fy by gamma m naught by 5 plus phi square minus lambda square whole power 5. Okay. So here, if you observe clearly, again phi value is, again formula is there. That is 0.5 into 1 plus alpha into lambda minus 0.2 plus lambda square. Again, for calculation of lambda, we have, there is a formula Fy by FCC. Lambda is nothing but non-dimensional effective slenderness ratio. So my dear students, here each and every problem, the direct formulas are available. We have to calculate each and everything. Now Fy we know, but FCC is the Euler's buckling stress. It is pi square A by KL by R square. Okay. So like that, we have to calculate each and every formula. So my dear students, please remember the page number is 34 of IS 800 code book. All the formulas are available. Now we will solve the problem. Okay. Wait for 1 second. We will solve the problem clearly. Yeah. So we will start with the FCC. That is nothing but pi square E by KL by R whole square. Pi square E is nothing but 2 into 10 to the power of 5. That is the Young's modulus. KL is nothing but the total length 3000 mm. R just now we calculated is R minimum, that is a 54.1 whole square. So we will get 641.92 Newton per mm square. So this is the FCC value. The next step, lambda value. So lambda is nothing but non-dimensional or non-dimensionalized effective slenderness ratio. Okay, so lambda equal to square root of Fi by FCC. So here Fi is the 250, FCC is the 641.92. So now we will get the answer 0.624. So for calculation of non-dimensional effective slenderness ratio, the formula from the lambda value is, it is available in the page number 34 of IS 800 2007 code book. Okay, we will get the value is 0.624. Now for buckling class, we are taking the buckling class is B. So what about alpha value? So how we will take the alpha value? Alpha value is nothing but imperfection factor. Imperfection factor. So I will open IS 800 code book. Please go through this one. Yeah. In the table number 7, clause 7.1.1 and also class number 7.1.2.1, the buckling class, we are taking the buckling class is B. So the alpha value is here 0.34. We have to take the alpha value from 0.34. This is the table number 7. We will take the imperfection factor alpha. Okay, you will observe here this is the 0.34. I will write here. So please take the alpha value is 0.34. Now the phi formula is 0.5 into 1 plus alpha into lambda minus 0.2 plus lambda square. This formula also is available in the page number 34 of IS 800. Okay. Now substitute all the values like 0.5 into 1 plus alpha is nothing but 0.34. Lambda value just now we calculated, that is 0.624 minus 0.2 plus 0.624 whole square. So you will get the answer 0.767. Okay, my dear students, we got the phi value here. So once if we calculate the phi value, go through the FCD formula. So the FCD is Fi by gamma m naught by phi plus phi square minus lambda square whole power 0.5. Okay. Now this is a design compressive strength value. Now Fi we know already, that is the 250. Gamma m naught is the factor of safety, that is the 1.1. Phi value just now we calculated. The phi value we got 0.767. So 0.767. Again 0.767 whole square minus lambda value is 0.624 whole square power 0.5. So once if we calculated this one, we will get the FCD value, design compressive stress, whatever it may be. The FCD value we will get 187.36 Newton per mm square. Now calculate the strength of the column. The next step is strength of the column, that is a PD equal to AE into FCD. Now we know AD and FCD. So I will substitute here. A is the area from we taken ISHB value from the steel table, AE into FCD. AE is the 7484 multiplied by FCD is the 187.36. we will get the design strength of the column is 1402 to 237 kilonewtons. So from this, we have to calculate the working load. They asked in the question the working load equal to whatever the strength we got from by factor of safety is 1.5. So you will get total 934.823 kilonewton. So this is the problem related to the calculation of design axial load capacity of the column. That is nothing but we are taken the section ISHB section. Okay, this is the most important problem. Sometimes they will ask in the examinations also. Okay, the next one, the next problem, if you observe here, this is also most important problem. But anyway, you have to do yourself, or I will make it easy. I will do this one within 5 minutes. Determine a load carrying capacity of the column section shown in below figure. If its actual length is 4.5 meters, the condition its one end may be assumed fixed, another end is the hinged value. The grade of the steel is Fe415. So here they given the problem like this. Okay, now the section, how they taken the section, whether they given section or not, we will draw the diagram here. Okay, this one, the section. Okay, this is the axis ZZ. They given section already, that is the ISMB 400, Indian Standard Medium Beam, that is the 400. Okay, again there is a one more plate is there like this. Okay, and if you observe here, this flange is 300 by 20. Okay, again this thickness, you know, that means the width of the flange is 20, and this one, the height from here to here 400. This one also same, 300 by 20, that is width is 300. Okay, this is the data. So they given in the problem ISMB 400. Now I will write the ISMB 400 details. This is the designation of our section. Okay, now thing is that all of you open the steel tables, then go through the ISMB 400 and write the given data like height, width of the flange, thickness of the flange, like that. Okay, so I will open the ISMB 400 from the steel table. Okay, please go through the sections like this. So this from the page 1, all of you search for the beams. You know, in the contents you will see equal angles ISA, T beams is T, rolled steel beams or channel section, like that it is there. So we have to check the rolled steel beams. First one is the ISA. So after that, unequal angles. Then next one ISNT, ISLT, ISJT, ISJP, and here ISMB is there. So ISMB 400. So if you observe in the page number 12 and also page number 13. Anyway, I will open another PDF. Please wait for a while for our better visualization. Please wait for 1 minute. Yes. Yeah, if you observe here, ISMB 400, if you see this one, it is a single joist. but we have to take the rolled one. In the starting only it is available in the page number 12. Please all of you open clearly. Page number 8, 9, yes, 11 and 12. So in the page number 12 it is there, that is ISMB 400. So it is rolled steel beams only we are taking. Okay, so what happens? The width of the flange, you see, we have to take 140. Width of the flange and thickness of the flange. So width of the flange is 140 and thickness of the flange is 16. And also we have to take the moment of inertia here. Okay, that moment of inertia you will take 20458.4 into 10 to the 4. It is given in the centimeter power 4. You have to convert this value into the mm power 4. And also IYY they given 622.1. Okay, area also they given, that is the 78.46. So my dear students, in page number 12, the complete details of ISMB 400 is there. Please open that. Okay, now I will write all the details here. So like this only, we have to take the data. Yes, now I will write the data. ISMB 400 from steel tables. H equal to 400 mm, BF equal to 140 mm, IZZ equal to 20458.4 10 power 4 mm power 4, IYY equal to 622.1 10 power 4 mm power 4, area is 7846 mm power 4. Now, if you see this buckling class, whatever we told, this is the built-up section. Why? Because you see in this diagram there is a one more flange they added, one more plate. This one, okay. This plate is nothing but the width is for this one is a 140. Okay, that's why they given one more plate for the section. So for this case, you have to take the separate one, that is the built-up section. Hence the class is C. For the built-up section, the class is C. It is available in the IS 800. Just now I opened previously. Okay. For this one, we have to calculate the sectional properties, IZZ as well as IYY. IZZ is nothing but you have to calculate. We know already IZZ from the table. We got this one plus 2 into flange thickness area into y square. 300 into 20, y is 200 plus flange whole square. How we got this one? IZZ is nothing but IZZ plus here ay square. Okay, area is nothing but for this case two flanges are there. This one and this one. So 2 into 300 into 20. Again, if you take, this is a 400. Okay, if I take from here to here, what happens? This distance as well as half of this flange, that is nothing but 20 by 10. You will get 200 plus 10 whole square. So once if you substitute here, you will get the answer 733,784,000 mm square. Same like that, IYY just now we taken, that is 622.1 into 10 power 4 plus BD cube by 12. B is 20, D is 300 whole cube by 12. Two flanges are there. So multiply with the 2, you will get the answer 96221,000 mm power 4. So here IZZ is less than IYY. Okay, so we are taking the buckling about y-axis to govern the design. So the R value we know already. The formula is IYY by area. So if you substitute, the first you have to calculate the area. The area from the table for the section ISMB 400 we taken 7846. So two flanges 2 into 300 into 20. So you will get the area like this. Okay. Now substitute into this equation. R equal to RYY equal to 96221,000 by 19,846. You will get the R value like this. Okay. Now condition they given, one end is fixed, other end is the hinged condition. For that case, the effective length value, KL is nothing but 0.8 into L. So 0.8 into 4500, you will get 3600 mm. So yesterday class I told you already, for this effective length there is a table. From that whatever the condition you are taking, it will change the effective length. Okay. So calculate the slenderness ratio. The slenderness ratio we have to calculate KL by R, that is 3600 by 69.63, you will get 51.70. So now the KL by R value, whatever we got, that is the 51.70, and this one also the class is 6. You have to refer the tables in the code book. Anyway, I will show you that. IS 800. Yeah. Yes. For this one, please all of you open these tables. Yeah. The buckling class we know already. The buckling class is nothing but I wrote already. Okay. So directly open this one. The buckling class is C. Okay. So here which one is C? This is the A. This is the B. And this is the C. So these are available in the page number 44 like that. So here 38 page number. The KL by R we got here 50 to 60. Okay. What about the grade? That is 250 value. Okay. So how much value we will get here? So here if you observe the value, so please wait for 1 second. The class C we have to take. Yeah. Yes. So here please go through this one. Yeah, for the class C. So we have KL by R value is there. So the yield stress is the Fi value. So from this we have to calculate. Okay. So here if you observe, yeah, this one also is there. So like this, we have a lot of tables are there. So please go through the each table from the starting page to the after this one. After the 35 page number, you will get class A, class B, and class C. So this is for the X stress reduction factor calculation. So once it is finished, so it will start again design compressive stress. That is the FCD value. So again for this, we need now FCD. Okay. So for this class A, class B, and class C values are there. Okay. You see now we need compressive stress FCD, table 9C, class C. It is suitable for us. Now we got KL by R value is 51.6. So for 50 under the 250 FI, it is nothing but 183. So 50 to 60, our value is 183, 168. I will write here for your better understanding. We have to do the interpolation here. So if it is like this, so our value is 57.7. Okay. For this case, you will do the interpolation. You will get the value FCD value equal to 180.45 Newton per mm square. So please do the interpolation. You will get the answer 180.45. Okay. This is a very easiest way. So how we will do the interpolation? This is the, we have to know the 57.70. So what happens? So first one is the higher one, 183 minus. So total what is the difference? 1.7 by the 10. The 50 to 60 difference is 10. Multiply by 183 minus 168. So you will get the FCD value. So once if you got FCD, the PD equal to A into FCD. A we know already, that is a 19846 into 180.45. You will get the answer 35881 kilonewton. So now we have to calculate the load. The load value is whatever we got PD 3581.2 by a factor of safety 1.1. Finally, you will get the answer like this: 238747. This is our problem. I will stop share screen. Please wait for a while.